All right, welcome. We're excited to be here for Mental Toughness Monday. And today we are talking about breathe, which is the oil of breath. And breathe addresses the inability to let go of grief and pain. Individuals in need of this blend struggle to breathe and literally feel suffocated by sadness. The lungs and air passages become constricted, preventing air and emotion from releasing. The root of this condition is feeling unloved. Individuals grieve the love they never received. They often shut down due to fear, not knowing whether the love they need will be there. They distrust whether it is safe to open and take it in and take in life. Breathe encourages individuals to release grief and sadness and to receive genuine love and healing. Okay, grab your breathe because we all need this
We
because we
didn't
all
know this
have
was an emotional oil, did we?
grief and sadness, right? So breathe that in and then breathe out the grief and sadness. So breathe in the love and breathe out the grief and sadness. And you can hold there also if you need to, because some emotions need more attention than one breath. So breathe it in, hold in, like lean into the grief and sadness, and then let it go. Um, I love breathe. I love it, especially this time of year, because there's a lot of things that are affecting our nasal passageways at this point in the spring. And so it's really wonderful. It's always great. Also, I love it. Every night I put it in my diffuser, just because it keeps the airways open, helps me sleep better. So you inhale it from the bottle or diffuse or rub it on your hands, just like we just did to use it aromatically. You can also apply over the heart or chest. Now, they recommend doing that with a carrier oil so it will stay on longer. And negative emotions that it addresses are sad, grieving, despairing, unloved, constricted, distrusting, emotionally closed, or emotionally disconnected. And the positive properties are loved, supported, receiving, or receptive, open, healing, solace, comforted, embracing life, trusting, and cared for. So those are all some really great words. And some great feelings. Any thoughts about breathe? I know we use this. This is like a very common, easy to find in our stash of oils. It's super easy to find. Usually we have it like really close because we use this one so frequently. But tell me some of your breathe stories.
I
I love, go ahead, Mary.
oh sorry. So Brenda, I also put this in my diffuser every single night as well. I I just don't sleep very well without it. I'll also add a couple of oils to it just so you know you
You
can
can
add
blend
stuff.
it, right? I had Shinrin
Yeah.
yoga with it last night.
Ooh, yes. I love adding a tree type of an oil. So like Arbor Vitae is one that I've had in it
Ooh,
for a
yum.
while. It just like the blend of this with a grounding oil is so good. But something that I've noticed is people that deal with anxious feelings have really benefited from using Breathe.
That's
Um,
really, really interesting and cool. I love it.
yeah, awesome.
I
I
love
had,
to add it. Go ahead, Mary.
oh,
Sorry.
sorry, Kathy. Last thing I was just going to say, I was at a booth, fair, this last weekend and I put Breathe in the diffusers because I had a couple that I didn't have electricity going there, so it was just my charged ones. But we were in an arena where they've had rodeos and stuff before. So like I was out on the dirt and every so often I would just get these whiffs of manure and I'm like, I cannot handle this. So that's why I chose Breathe because I was like, it is strong enough that it will. that will save me from having to smell and everyone else. So like I had so many people that would just come, oh, it smells so great right here. It
That
was
is
awesome.
awesome. I love
I've
it.
been
Go ahead, Kathy.
I've been putting the breathe in with the lavender. Remember the lavender we learned about is so helpful to help you stay asleep. It's helped my husband a lot. And we we have always loved the breathe. It's probably one of our first favorites was breathe. Oh, put the breathe on even on your feet. If it's a baby, put it on their feet. But I really, really love how refreshing it is, the eucalyptus and all the other parts of it. But I actually make a bed spray, a sheet. I put my mattress and pillows every week when I wash my sheets. And I put eucalyptus, which is in this breathe, with arbor vitae. And I know and then I put it in like an old On Guard plastic bottle with a squirt top. And then I mist a very fine mist across my bedding. And then you actually smell the arbor vitae and the eucalyptus, which is like breathe, in the middle of the night. You just have it all over your bedding, your
Mm,
sheets, and it is so nice. It's really nice.
I love that. Love that. And the ingredients are laurel leaf, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and ravensara. There's one with a T in the middle of that, in case you think I said the same word twice. All right. I love Breathe. I think that is just so fantastic. So thank you for your thoughts about that as well. And if you're catching us on the replay, please comment and let us know what you love about Breathe and any ways that you've used it. Okay, today we are talking about 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class, and number 73 is the one we're on. World class leaders are willing to get fired every day. Ooh, this sounds like tea, right? Here we go. Amateur thinkers make lousy leaders because they operate out of a fear based consciousness. Fear based leaders succumb to politics and pressure, which cripples their ability to lead. Professional thinkers operate out of love and abundance, and they fearlessly lead their people to become more than they ever believed possible. The most common commodity in corporate America is the sales manager who craves the approval and friendship of his sales team. This manager is more interested in making friends than developing champions. The second most common commodity is the sales manager who rules her team with an iron fist, refusing to consider feedback or input from the field. Both of these managers are performing out of fear, and both are a dime a dozen. The world class leader is neither dictator nor babysitter. Great sales leaders have only two objectives: drive sales and develop people. Sometimes that means being unpopular and pushing people beyond their sorry, I lost my place. Sometimes that means being unpopular and pushing people beyond their comfort zones. And other times it means being there for a team member who has hit rock bottom. World class leaders are chameleons. They are able to change and adapt to any situation, always with the same goal in mind, bringing out the best in the people they lead. Sometimes that means being tough. Other times that means being tender. Championship leaders are always walking the razor's edge and are willing to take any risks necessary to achieve their objectives, even to the point of being fired. The great ones never play it safe when it comes to leading their team through change, knowing their job is to serve as a guide and to a coach to their teams. World-class leaders follow their values and beliefs and lead boldly and fearlessly. If their leadership costs them their job, the pros know they can write their own ticket and work for any company they choose. The welcome mat is always out for the great ones. Billie Jean King, tennis legend and coach, said any great leader or coach has to be willing to put it all on the line. You have to be willing to be fired every day when it comes to standing up for what you believe in. Okay, this is fun, right? Let's talk about it.
It's kind of like flashy, huh?
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be
Oh,
flashy.
we lost your Brenda. We lost your voice.
Oh,
Are you
hmm.
talking?
Nothing changed. I just said it doesn't have to be flashy, but it does have to be fearless, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Chris. You have some
Um,
thoughts?
I don't know. I had it underlined from the last time we were in this book. The world-class leader is neither dictator nor babysitter. Great sales leaders have only two objectives: drive sales and develop people, but neither dictator nor babysitter. I love that. Um, that means you want people to come along with you. You don't want to push. You don't want to pull. Just
Yeah.
want them to come.
Yep. And you're there to be there sometimes tender and sometimes tough, right?
Right.
Yeah. And if you've ever had a leader that's like that, that can be tender and can also be tough, you know how secure that makes you feel in the relationship because you know they're not scared of you, right? It like makes you feel, at least for me, it makes me feel like I can really get somewhere with this person. I can really learn from this person because they're not willing to take any of my BS and they are willing to hurt with me in the places that hurt. Like they're willing to acknowledge that that hurt and then they also are just like, and what are you going to do about it?
Mm. Yeah. That's not the easiest job in the world.
No, that is not the easiest job in the world. And yet all of us are learning it, right?
Mhm.
And if we don't want to be a dime a dozen, then we've got to get good at it, right?
Wouldn't we rather be a diamond than a dime a dozen?
Yes, I
Love
love it.
that. Coin that phrase.
Be a diamond, not a dime a dozen. Oh, I love that. That is fantastic.
I'm writing that one down, Kathy. That was great. I also, like, as you were reading that, I don't have my book right in front of me this morning, but I was just realizing, for me, like, even as a parent and a leader, um, that's just why it's so vital that we follow our intuition and trust and lean into trusting that, because when, like, knowing when to do what is like every situation is going to be different. And
Yeah.
so it's just vital for me to step into that and trust deity to guide me to help in whatever way is best for whomever I'm serving at the moment. So
Yeah. Well, and you bring up a great point that all of us are in some type of leadership position, whether we're leading huge teams, whether we're leading small teams, or whether we're leading our families, whether we're leading somebody in our community. We all have these opportunities to learn and grow as leaders, and we may not have a big DoTerra team at this point, but we have leadership responsibilities somewhere, and we can practice these skills. And I love your take on just being like, look, I need guidance, right? I need to be humble in this. But also I think fearless. Um, so yeah, excellent.
I also like that it says sometimes that means being tough, other times that means being tender. So
Yeah,
um, we don't need to lead out without compassion and understanding.
right. But also we can help like with that compassion and understanding, like and you think about this and experiences that you've had with leaders in different opportunities in your life. If you've had a hard time with something and you've gone to your leader for support and they've expressed empathy and compassion and love for you, and then at the same time given you courage, like maybe it's all they did was express that compassion and generosity and love. But maybe they asked you a question that helped you to be able to see the next step, to go forward because they are unwilling to leave you where you are. They love you too much to leave you where you are, right? So they're not going to leave you there. They're going to continue to encourage you to move forward and to be a better person. I love that. Thank you, Chris. Okay, action step for today. If you're a leader, manager, or coach, ask these critical thinking questions. Number one, am I leading, managing, or coaching out of love or fear? Take a look at this deeply. You might think your fear is motivated by love. Think about that again. Number two, am I more concerned about being liked or about leading people?
Hmm.
And because that is a fear-based leadership, right? And that's true with your kids too. Of course, you want your kids to like you. It's always nice if they do,
But
when
you're
they
the leader.
do. But you're
You're
the
the leader.
leader.
Be the
You're the
king.
leader.
Be their companion. I mean, to the extent of a youth, do you?
Yeah. Number three, do I have the courage to be a strong, progressive leader who brings out the best in people? Courage, right? Do I have the courage? Last week we had brave. Did you guys use your brave all week? I did. It was amazing. That was
You found yours.
fantastic. I did. Well, it's Tim's. Of course. He's the one that saves me all the time. Okay, excellent. That's all we have for this part today. Go ahead and hang on if and when I for after I stop the recording. But for those of you who are catching the recording, please include your thoughts down below. We would love to hear what you have to share with us. See you next week.